What if I told you there's a woman who moves through life like a quiet storm, bold, free, and totally unbothered by who doesn't like it? Ever met someone who cuts people off without a second thought and never looks back? It might sound harsh, but today we're talking about a special kind of woman, the Sigma female. She doesn't play by the rules, doesn't beg for approval, and when she walks away, it's forever. Why does she do it? And how can she be so calm about it? Let's find out. Welcome to time-tested advice, where ancient philosophy meets the modern world. I'm your host, Alfred. Let's get started. Sigma versus Alpha. Why cutting ties isn't weakness. Let's clear something up. Society likes to compare women, but the Sigma and Alpha female aren't enemies. They're simply wired differently. The Alpha woman loves structure. She leads groups, climbs ladders, and builds powerful networks. For her, every connection counts, and burning bridges is like breaking a trophy, something she avoids at all costs. The Sigma, though, she doesn't care about ladders or power games. She doesn't climb. She creates her own path. While the Alpha's strength is being seen and connected, the Sigma's strength is in her silence and distance. She's not scared to walk away from anyone because she never depends on them to begin with. Picture this. An Alpha woman might smile through a bad partnership just to protect her reputation. But a Sigma, she'll shut down the whole project before she lets someone mess with her values. To the Alpha, walking away feels like losing. To the Sigma, it's simply choosing not to waste time. And here's what makes them so different. The Alpha's success often depends on teamwork and being liked. The Sigma's success comes from trusting herself. If someone betrays her, she won't beg or fight to fix things. She just walks. While others see that as cruel, the Sigma sees it as clearing out what's holding her back. In a world where people cling to toxic jobs or relationships out of fear, the Sigma's coldness is actually strength. She knows peace is worth more than keeping fake connections. If you are enjoying so far, then go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Leave a comment down below if you want to add something to the video or just simply say, hello. Let's get back into the video. Let's be real. Most people aren't scared of heartbreak. They're scared of being alone. They'll stay in painful situations just to avoid loneliness. But the Sigma woman? She doesn't just face loneliness, she owns it. Her strength isn't in needing people, but in knowing she's okay without them. Experts call it secure detachment. That means she can love and care deeply, but she doesn't tie her identity to anyone. If her partner cheats, she won't break down or beg for answers. She'll change the locks, delete the number, and move on. It's not because she doesn't feel hurt. It's because she values her time and dignity more. You can't guilt trip her. You can't trick her with fake kindness. She's been through enough to know who's real and who's pretending. And because of that, her relationships are healthier. She stays because she wants to, not because she's afraid of being alone. That's what makes her different. If you cross her, don't expect a dramatic fight. She won't demand closure. She won't write long texts or cry at your door. She'll leave quietly, knowing her decision was the right one. For her, real strength means knowing when to stop wasting energy. Let's talk about the way she leaves. The Sigma woman doesn't do loud breakups or dramatic exits. She won't argue or explain herself 100 times. When she's done, she's done. She believes some connections just run their course, like spoiled milk. You don't argue with it, you just throw it out. Imagine this. Someone at work keeps making her look bad. Instead of fighting with them or going to HR, she updates her resume and gets a new job. No goodbye party, no farewell speech, just a quiet exit. That's how she protects her energy. Same goes for friends or partners. If you lie to her or drain her spirit, she won't scream or send long messages. She'll just go quiet. One day you're joking around, the next your texts are ignored. If you ask what happened, she'll calmly say, "There's nothing left to say." It's not about being heartless. It's about choosing peace over pointless conversations. While others chase closure, she walks toward freedom. And that's the Sigma woman's way: firm, fearless, and free. Let's clear something up. When a Sigma woman goes quiet, it's not some dramatic act to get attention. She's simply done putting energy into people who've already shown they don't deserve it. While others believe closure fixes everything, she knows trying to explain herself to toxic people is pointless. It's like reading poetry to a wall. It doesn't listen, it doesn't care. So she walks away, not because she's bitter, but because she respects herself. Some call her cold, but the truth is, she's warm, kind, and caring. To those who earn that side of her. And betrayal. It's not a breakdown for her. It's a wake-up call. Most people treat betrayal like an explosion, shocking and painful. It leaves emotional scars that take years to heal. But the Sigma? She sees betrayal like a storm warning, a signal to change direction and move forward. It's not about being paranoid, it's about having standards. Where others keep giving chances, hoping someone will change, the Sigma says, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me again, that's on me." Picture this. A friend shares her secret behind her back. The average person might get angry, then forgive, but never fully trust again. The Sigma? She thanks the friend, not sarcastically, but honestly. That betrayal just confirmed what she already felt, that this person can't be trusted. She won't waste time being mad. Instead, she learns the lesson and makes her circle even smaller. Not because she's mean, but because she protects her peace. To her, trust isn't a gift, it's a loan, and not everyone deserves one. Some people say that's harsh. They'll argue, nobody's perfect. But here's where the Sigma's strength shows. She doesn't expect people to be perfect. She expects them to be respectful. Cross her once, and she'll take a moment to think. Cross her twice, and you're not a villain. You're just someone she no longer pays attention to. No arguments, no revenge. She just stops giving the relationship energy until it fades away. Think of it like trimming a tree. Cutting bad branches helps the whole tree stay healthy. And here's the best part, it works. While others keep getting hurt by the same people over and over, the Sigma stays calm. She doesn't waste time fixing relationships that should have ended long ago. She doesn't let people drain her kindness. For her, betrayal isn't the end of the world, it's just new information. And when someone says, "You'll regret walking away," she just smiles. Regret is for people who ignored the signs. She saw the signs, and she walked. Now, why do Sigmas grow out of relationships so fast? Because they don't just grow, they change completely. While most people grow slowly, like a plant, Sigmas evolve like butterflies. They're always changing, learning new things, pushing themselves, becoming stronger and smarter. This isn't just self-improvement, it's a full transformation. Every new book she reads or challenge she faces changes the way she sees life. Trying to keep up with her is hard. She thinks deeply, she moves fast. Take friendships, for example. Childhood friends still gossiping about the past. She'll smile politely, but stop picking up their calls. Not because she's arrogant, but because their conversations feel stuck in time. She's moved on. Romantic relationships. If the other person isn't growing, she outgrows the relationship, sometimes while still in it. She's not scared of change. She needs it. It's not that she isn't loyal, she just refuses to hold herself back. She's loyal to who she's becoming, and if her partner or friends aren't growing too, they slowly fade out of her life. The truth is, Sigmas don't really break up with people. They graduate from them. That coworker who refuses to improve, gone. That partner stuck in a victim mindset. She deletes that connection like removing an old app. No drama, no warning, just realization. Once she sees the bond doesn't match her anymore, she leaves. Some call that cold. She calls it honest. Holding her back is like trying to pin down smoke. It's impossible. While others cry over past relationships, she's already pages ahead, writing new stories with people who get her. And now, let's bust the myth of the cold-hearted woman. People say she's emotionless, a robot. But let's be honest, that's a lie. Sigmas aren't cold. They're guarded. Their so-called coldness? It's just protection from being hurt again. Think of a woman who's been hurt so many times, she's learned to protect herself. She doesn't hate people. She's just careful now. She's not mean. She's just done wasting her time on people who confuse her kindness for weakness. Critics miss one huge truth. Sigmas feel deeply. A beautiful sunset can bring her to tears. A stranger's sadness can stay with her for days. But she's learned how to put those feelings in the right place. Cutting ties isn't about being cruel. It's a way to survive. She's been the one who gave too much, the one who tried to save someone who didn't want saving. So now, she offers help once. If they ignore it, she walks away, not to punish, but because she respects their choice. Society calls this selfish, but that's just people projecting their guilt. The Sigma's so-called coldness, it's actually clarity. While others stay in toxic relationships out of guilt, she asks, what message am I sending? That suffering is noble, or that self-respect is essential. She'll walk away from a draining parent, a toxic partner, or a manipulative friend. Not because she doesn't care, but because she refuses to let dysfunction feel normal. Her empathy is real, but it has limits. She'll cry for you, but she won't destroy herself for you. And if that makes her the villain in someone's story, she's okay with that. She'll keep rewriting her own. And here's the twist. Her exit often changes people more than her presence ever could. That ex who said she gave up too soon, he's now in therapy. That friend she stopped talking to, finally facing their own issues. Her leaving wasn't abandonment, it was a mirror. One that made people see themselves clearly. Cold. Number. She's the flame that lights up the room, just not for everyone. Let's be honest, those stories about being loyal to your job for years, the Sigma woman doesn't believe in them. While others try to impress the boss or cling to their paycheck like it's the only boat in a storm, she's focused on building her talents. She avoids gossip, skips fake smiles, and lets her work speak for itself. Picture her walking into a meeting with ideas so fresh they make everyone nervous, then leaving right at 5 p.m. without a second thought. Try to take credit for her work or disrespect her, and she won't argue. She'll just quietly update her resume, find a better job from home, and leave like she's returning a borrowed pen. People may whisper, she's not loyal, but they don't get it. She's not lazy. She just won't stay where her value is ignored. Her loyalty isn't for logos or titles, it's for her passion. If the job kills her spark or crosses her limits, she'll be gone before the coffee gets cold. HR might panic, but that's their problem, not hers. While others stay in draining jobs to look good on paper, she's out there working from a hammock in the sun. For her, walking away isn't rebellion. It's evolution. Only the brave survive. Furthermore, family is everything, they say. But to a Sigma, that phrase sounds like a joke. She's the kind of person who skips big family dinners to travel the world. If her parents or siblings are toxic, she doesn't hesitate to walk away, even if that means blocking numbers or cutting ties. She's been through enough to know that being related doesn't give anyone the right to hurt her peace. Parents who guilt her, siblings who only call for money, she's done making excuses for them. While others suffer through holidays with rude relatives, she's celebrating with people who actually love her. Friends who respect her, support her, and never make her feel small. Some call her heartless for stepping away from family, but she sees it differently. Respect must be earned, not assumed. She'll grieve the family she wished she had, but she won't sacrifice herself for people who don't care. And those long, guilt-filled voicemails? Deleted. The distant cousins trying to guilt her into coming home? Ignored. She doesn't hate family. She just won't pretend toxic love is real love. She'd rather be alone reading a book on Christmas than surrounded by people who make her feel broken. Cutting family ties isn't cold. It's clearing the way for something healthy. She's not watering dead roots. She's growing her own strong, beautiful forest. People always ask, does she ever regret walking away? The short answer, almost never. That's because for the Sigma, cutting ties isn't dramatic. It's necessary. Think of a surgeon removing something infected to save a life. That's how she sees it. Sure, there's a moment of pain, but it protects her long-term health. When she ends a relationship, whether it's work, friendship, or family, she's already gone through the sadness while she was still in it. She doesn't cling to happy memories if they came from people who caused her pain. While others live in the past, she's already decided that leaving was the better path. Regret, to her, is something people feel when they make fast choices. But her decisions are clear, thought out, and honest. Maybe she misses the way someone laughed, or a nice routine, but that small sadness is better than slowly drowning in a toxic situation. People call her cold. She calls it survival. And if you ask her years later whether she'd do it again, she'll smile and say, even faster. She's not hiding. She's just always moving. Look closely and you'll find her. She's the co-worker who skips team bonding to read alone. The friend who disappears from the group chat, but shows up when you need real help. She loves deeply, but needs space. If she misses your party, don't take it personally. She's probably at home recharging. At events, she's the one standing back, observing, connecting with a few people instead of mingling with the whole room. She won't remember your birthday, but she'll remember the secret pain you shared once. She cancels plans, not because she doesn't care, but because she's drained. And her honesty. It's sharp, clean, and sometimes brutal. Try to control her or expect her to act like everyone else, and she'll disappear. She's not someone you figure out. She's someone you respect. Keep up with her energy or move out of the way. Let's be real. This isn't about labels. But ask yourself, do crowds tire you out while being alone makes you come alive? Have you ended relationships not because of heartbreak, but because you felt bored? Do 5-year plans make you roll your eyes? If yes, you're not alone. Sigma, women aren't born. They're built through life's tough lessons. They were the kids who chose books over games. The adults who'd rather go on a solo adventure than sit through another Zoom meeting. But here's the hard truth. Being a Sigma isn't glamorous. You'll miss out on parties and promotions. But in return, you get freedom. The kind of freedom that feels like flying. You'll answer to no one, but keep growing past everyone. Still want in? Then stop apologizing for wanting more. Society has a script. Settle down by 30, chase promotions, retire quietly. But the Sigma female doesn't read from that script. She's writing her own story in the margins. Her refusal to follow the usual path makes people nervous. Parents worry, why won't she settle down? Co-workers whisper, who does she think she is? But deep down, they're curious. While others live on autopilot, she moves like her time is precious. Because it is. What they call selfishness is really independence. She won't stay in a loveless marriage for show. She'll walk away and choose self-respect. She'll quit a steady job to explore the world, not out of crisis, but curiosity. People may judge her, but secretly wonder, could I do that? Her life makes others question their own. That's why she's both resented and admired. You don't need to be a Sigma to learn from her. Start by being honest with yourself. That friend who always complains but never listens. That job that pays well but kills your joy. That family member who twists your words. Maybe they're bridges you don't need anymore. Letting go isn't drama, it's dignity. It's quitting the job that drains you, even if your parents don't understand. It's cutting off the ex who keeps stringing you along, even if they say you're being cruel. It's choosing peace over guilt. You can't fly if you're tied down, so light the match. Leave what hurts behind, and never feel bad for choosing yourself. Let's be honest, most people spend their lives running after approval, relationships, jobs, and followers. But the Sigma, she stands still, not because she's lazy, but because she knows her worth doesn't require motion, it demands alignment. You won't catch her begging someone to stay or trying to prove her value. If someone walks away, she holds the door open wider. If an opportunity slips through her fingers, she trusts a better one is on its way. Picture this. While others are busy texting back fast, rehearsing the perfect replies, or tweaking their personalities to be more likable, the Sigma is busy living. She's in the gym, on a road trip, reading a book that changes her life perspective, or launching a side hustle. That's her secret. She doesn't chase, she becomes. And in becoming, she attracts real friendships, deep love, once-in-a-lifetime chances. And here's the twist. The people who finally reach her, they're better, not because she demanded it, but because they had to level up to even keep up. Better not because she demanded it, but because they had to level up to even keep up. She's allergic to fake positivity, and she's not afraid to say it. Ever met someone who smiles through pain, says, "I'm fine," while breaking inside, and preaches love and light just to avoid tough truths? That's not the Sigma. She can spot fake positivity faster than a wolf smells danger. She doesn't sugarcoat life. If things are hard, she says it. If someone's toxic, she calls it out. And if a good vibes-only crowd tries to silence her with glittery quotes, she'll walk away without blinking. To her, real growth doesn't come from pretending everything's okay. It comes from sitting in the storm, facing the chaos, and still choosing to rise. She doesn't fake gratitude just to fit in. She finds real gratitude in honesty, in the strength it takes to say, "Today sucked, but I'm still standing." The Sigma isn't bitter. She's brutally real. And that makes people uncomfortable. But guess what? That discomfort, it's truth knocking at their door. And the Sigma, she's already walked through it. In conclusion, She doesn't need approval. You can admire her or criticize her. Either way, she won't change for you. The Sigma woman is like a storm, powerful, unpredictable, and free. She reminds us that sometimes burning bridges isn't about anger. It's about clearing a path for something better. So the next time you meet a woman who chooses solitude over fake company, ask yourself, maybe she's not cold. Maybe she's just finally free. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. This has been your host, Alfred. I'll see you in the next video, same time tomorrow. Until next time.